Hi, hello. Um, okay. Um, Today is Saturday, the 7th of September, and I will be going out to work as an Uber driver, and I need to make a certain amount of money to be able to pay some of my bills and some of my bills, because I'm not paying others other bills, credit card, and a loan that I made. On my last video, I said I was going to, as a plan, I did execute that plan, at least what I could do for the moment. I fill a form on the website of an organization that is focused on, like the consumers' rights. And there's this law here in Brazil called the super debt law, where you know, like the amount of money you make is not enough to pay your debts, and also to keep you living, like having a roof over your head, being able to buy food, and to survive, right? So I did fill that form, and I got there all the the information they asked, and they are supposed to be getting in touch with me within 30 days. When you are in a position like I am, you wanna, like, find a way to quickly solve things, but it's not quick. It's not quick. And then you have to wait 30 days just to get a response if you will be accepted, I guess, into this kind of program. It's not a program, but it's the best word I can find right now to not take long of your time and of my future self. If I'm the only one, I'm not the only one watching this. That made me happy the past days. Someone commented on my last video. I don't know why. The comment, it's not, it's not public, but I did got your comment. Someone that said how I could say what I was trying to say in my last video. That was a street. I was in a very narrow street, and it was like this, and very inclined. And then this person commented, it's a steep street. I wish I'm pronouncing it right. Steep street, STEEP, for the best of my recollection, street. So thank you so much, you that commented and let me know what a very inclined street, how I can express that in English. Steep street. I don't know why, unfortunately. I don't know why the comment it's not public. I got your comment on my email, so the social part of my Gmail email, like from YouTube, and that was like you have a comment on your felicity, self-consciousness, blah blah, whatever the title was of my last video. And there it was, Step Street. I got very surprised and I felt happy. Thank you so much, because it means that someone is watching, and it watched long enough to get into kind of the middle of the video where I talked about that, you know. So thank you so much. I'm almost crying because it means a lot to me if people watch. Maybe it's a way not to feel so lonely and with a messed up life alone. So thank you. And then I got another comment from, but in a different video, where I did marked another YouTube channel, the Loner Diaries, the Loner's Diaries, I guess. I'm not used to seeing my face without glasses. Anyway, that's me without glasses. Putting the glasses back on. Which, yeah, I'm totally rambling right now, right? Which, you know, mentioning glasses, Paige, that is another YouTuber that I really like and support. Paige Turner ASMR, she just uploaded a really cool video where she role plays a attendant at a glass shop, you know, selling what's the name? Oh my god, what's the name of this? In Portuguese it's called armação. Yeah, well, this structure where we put lenses, maybe I will remember the name later on. If not, somebody can comment. I feel it in the tip of my tongue, you know, the name. I'm sorry. And she's so amazingly artistic and creative in this particular video. I will leave it on the description. It's so cool to see, you know, how her channel is doing. Yeah, I really like Paige Turner. I really do like her. Well, yeah. Then, yeah, you see, right? I feed myself with YouTube a lot. I feed myself with YouTube a lot. I like to have breakfast watching YouTube, and my most important meal is breakfast. I really appreciate having breakfast and taking my time you know, having a very slow breakfast and watching my YouTube. And yeah, that was what just happened this Saturday morning. And so I watched Paged, oh my god, Page. And I just watched now, it's Michael Joseph, and he was talking about, it's an older video from him, from his channel, which is doing good right now. It's very, you know, just the other day he got his channel monetized, and it's cool to see that. And in this older video of his, because now my feed recommends me, you know, yeah, the algorithm, yeah, I understand what do I watch, you know, and in there it was on my feed, his video from some months ago, and he was talking about car loans, right? And how I agree with him. I'm gonna link, put the link to his video on the description as well, in the description as well. And yeah, he's talking about how kind of dumb it is to get yourself into a car debt. In my case, there was, I have a car debt too, you know, the car that I ride to do my Uber, oh my god. Uber kind of owns me, the algorithm. The other day I wanted to come back home. I was just on the other side of the city. And when I say city, you know, like São Paulo has more than 12 million people. Just São Paulo alone. And if you sum up the cities that surrounds São Paulo, you can get to 25 million easily. And I was very far from my neighborhood, you know, the district, the region where I live, and I wanted to come back home. So I tried to use the tool where you can, you know, ride towards your destination while accepting rides. So you go back home, in my case, come back home, or go to whatever place you want to go, taking rides, getting paid for that. But at, you know, like the rush hours in São Paulo, all the time is kind of a rush hour, you're not able to do that. So Uber didn't let me come home. And that is why I'm saying that Uber kind of owns me, because it didn't make sense for me to come back from all that distance by myself without making money, you know. Eventually I just said, fuck it, you know, I'm going to go back home. I'm done. And I started coming home, and through Waze, and I kept trying every now and then to see if Uber would allow me to come using that feature, right, of doing rides while you are going towards a place, and eventually it allowed me, and I came back home. Maybe I did like 3 or 4 rides, but yeah, that I'm just saying that Uber owns you in a way, even though it says you are like free and you have the autonomy. It has nuances to that, a lot of nuances. Well, but the thing is, I got myself into a debt of this car, right? I'm paying for this car in 16 months, which are 5 years. 5 years. And I'm not in, I am in debt for the next 4 years and a half, because I paid so far like 5 months, right? Almost 6. But I'm on time with my payments. I really struggled to pay last month's payment of the car. I paid with delay. I did pay with delay, like 20 days of delay. But I did pay because, it's like my work tool and a way in which I make money at the moment. I kind of explained all this in my first video, which is 1 hour plus more long, and I don't expect you to watch it entirely, but there's an explanation there why I do Uber other than something else. And well, and then I'm now like with all these mixed feelings, like, well, I have to work today and tomorrow to be able to make a certain amount of money to pay like therapy. Yeah, therapy is like an essential thing for me, but I'm getting to a point where I won't be able to pay for therapy anymore. So that's pretty critical. But yeah, as it is for right now, I'm working today, tomorrow, Monday to pay. Yeah, like therapy. I paid for electricity yesterday with the money I made yesterday. I paid with 1 day of delay, and yeah, so I'll be working to pay therapy, my phone, internet phone, what else? My internet for the, the place where I live, which I was thinking I shouldn't pay like internet for the phone and also the house. It's not a house, it's a cubicle home with a balcony. Oh, it's super small here. Well, but yeah, I should pay that still for 1 month. And what I'm trying to say is, this Saturday morning I'm feeling very troubled because I have this super long debt, And I don't even know. I know I don't want to be, like doing Uber for the next 5 years of my life. I want something else to happen, like whether this channel or my other channel. I used to have an ASMR channel that I want to, you know, start making videos again for that channel, but I haven't so far. I've been doing these ones it's like a diary, sort of, rant and like I speak a lot and ramble. I want to some of these channels or both be able to monetize, because well, I live in Brazil and our currency were like worth less than, with the American dollars and the Brazilian real. Even if I get like an example, okay, one dollar from any channel, when I meet the criteria, when I will be able to be monetized, $1 equals more than R$ 5. So in this way it looks good, because then I can, it's not, the cost of living here in Brazil is obviously less than in other countries, in Europe, or America, Canada, Australia, where this Michael guy lives, or Japan, where the Japanese middle-aged man lives. I really do love his channel as well. It's funny, yesterday evening, so Friday here in Brazil, Friday evening, he had already posted his video for Saturday. And he's such an amazing guy also. Of course, right? Yeah, he's in Japan, so he's ahead. Also, the guy in Australia, he's ahead. Like Paige of me, in Brazil. Paige is in America, Chicago. I don't know, the time zone, the differences. But I think that for her, today is also Saturday. If this makes sense. I think you understand me. Yeah, I'm very troubled because like I got super happy watching Paige, and it's the kind of video where you get tingles and also laughs. It's super nice. She's so creative, and she's really something. And then I watched Michael saying, how bad it is for someone to get into a debt of a car. But at the same time, I use my car. My car is not my car, it's the bank's car. Like I'm the middleman, I'm the middle woman, I'm like the intermediary person, because I don't own really the car. I will have to pay for it, for it to be really my car. So I'm kind of just managing it, taking care of it for the bank. Yeah, in a sense, I think about Uber. Like, I'm not really free doing Uber, because if I'm there in Capão Redondo wanting to come back to my neighborhood, which is Tucuruvi, and then Uber just doesn't let me the chance to come back at the time that I want to come back, Uber owns me. It does. What's the point of riding a car for money if I'm not able to be doing money when I want to come to cross the city? And then, okay, I have the car, use the car, it feels mine, but if I miss, and here in Brazil, some banks go after go after the car after you fail one payment and take the car away. You don't really own the car. So I have to, if I'm really lucky and I have money to pay before five years, then good. Maybe. But it's not the way it looks at the moment. It really isn't, because I'm in other debts. So I have to, in a way, I feel like I have to to be able to find a magical way of make money start to rain on me, And obviously that's a magical thinking, and it's not going to happen. So I will be probably not being able to pay the car in 5 years, or maybe I won't be able to be paying it all and sell it, get rid of the debt. But then how am I going to make money if I don't feel like making money in another way than Uber at the moment? So it's a shitty situation. I feel trapped. I don't feel like asking for any friends' help or family members. I already owe a friend, like one friend, individually, 30,000 reais. That I don't know how I'm going to pay yet, because I have to work on paying the basic just to live, and then find a way to get an arrangement, a deal with this institution that look after the consumers' rights, in order to this is good, because then I make the link with the beginning of the video, because this turned out oh gosh, as usual, very messed up. I have a real thing not being able to, but I don't care really, like having a very coherent and objective thinking, I don't care. My thoughts are very, they are like colliding all the time. It's a mess. And let them be, you know. And I'm sure I'm not the only person who lives with a mind like this. So, well, in 30 days, this place called Procon, which means con from consumer. So it's like for consumers. It's something like that, you know. Procon will be getting in touch, hopefully saying, yeah, let's get some information right here. And yeah, you fit for the law, and we are going to settle a meeting for you and the companies, the banks, digital banks that you owe money, and a judge, and then the judge will decide. We'll try to do a conciliation between you all, and hopefully I will get 5 years, which is the same amount of time that I will be paying for my car. That's interesting. I wasn't making the connection. Not connection, I wasn't aware, like 5 years to pay the banks and 5 years to pay for my car, for the car, for my future car, for my future to be car. I don't know. It's an electric car, which saves me from paying for fuel. And so far, it's really, really good. It saves me a lot of money. I would be way more in trouble if I was driving a car that needs gasoline or ethanol, which is like a bio fuel. Brazil is good with that. Yeah, we produce ethanol. But still, it would be more expensive for me than to pay the electric bill for the car. Yeah, so I feel troubled because I'm in debt 5 years ahead of my life with the car. At the moment, I'm struggling to pay just the basics, and I'm really, really hoping that the super debt law will help me to fix what I used on credit cards and didn't pay, and the loan that I took from a digital bank. Like it's like I look ahead and all that I see is like pay. I have to pay, and I feel exhausted. And I do not want to work with journalism, communication, whatever related thing is out there. User experience, doing copy. I did that job also. I have my reasons, believe me, I just don't. And I don't see the world going yeah, I don't see the world going to it doesn't look like a bright future. No. It looks like it's going to get worse. Cost of living, you know, climate, with, you know, extreme heat or extreme cold, or extreme rain, drought, fires, bushfires. So I feel like I should be preparing for a world that we are yet to discover, we are yet to really understand how difficult it will be to survive. And I'm not saying that, you know, like I'm keeping the same style of living, you know. I wish I could, I don't know the basics of living, I don't know, in the woods, maybe building a home with natural resources, know how to fix food for myself in a environment like that, to find food for myself. But at the moment, I only know how to find food for myself, like at the supermarket. And to get any food from there, and listen, there's a lot of processed food, ultra processed food. What kind of society did we build ourselves to? Yeah, and to be able to get anything from there, I need money, right? Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to title this video. I don't know. Yeah, I got to go and start, like, not start, because I already did start my Saturday. I had my slow breakfast. Yeah, but I have to go and deal with reality. This reality. Okay. I really don't know how I'm gonna title this. Take care. Peace out and bye-bye.